I just toured Celebrity Beyond in Miami, every square foot of it. Let's jump into it. I'm Bethany, a gal who travels. I've been to over 50 countries, mostly by ship, and I book cruises for people as a travel advisor. So this isn't just a tour, it's what I'd tell you if you called me asking whether to book this ship or not. Every ship has a big central space they want you to gasp at. This is Celebrity's version, the Grand Plaza. Glass everywhere, a bar with an LED chandelier over it, and somehow it doesn't feel like a mall. That's rarer than it sounds. Okay, enough gawking at the lobby. Let's see a few different rooms. Let's start at the entry point, the Edge Stateroom. The real draw here is the infinite veranda. It's a window that drops down and turns your cabin into a balcony. There's no separate outdoor space, just glass that disappears when you want air. And the bathroom does a lot with a little. Small footprint, but nothing feels cramped. One tier up, things start to look different. This is the Sky Suite. Real balcony, noticeably more living space, and access to butler service. This is where the ship stops feeling like a nice hotel room and starts feeling like a suite. We've got one more step up before we hit the top. This is the Celebrity Suite. It's a suite that quietly does the most. There's a separate living, dining area, proper bedroom, private balcony, and there's enough space that it really stops feeling like a suite and truly starts feeling more like an apartment. And then there's the top of the ship. This is the Royal Suite. Multiple rooms, a wraparound veranda, and enough space that you could genuinely lose someone in here. And this bathroom to die for. This is the I book cruises for a living, and I still gasped a little tear. It's fabulous. So if you do book one of those suites, this is where you'll actually end up spending your time. It's a lovely oasis called The Retreat. This area of the ship is quiet, peaceful. It has its own pool, its own bar, its own lounge, its own food. It's basically the ship's way of saying, we know you paid a lot for peace and quiet, so here it is. And if the retreat isn't fancy enough for you, there's the spa. The spa and fitness center includes a full treatment menu, including a beauty salon and a barber shop. There's also a full thermal suite. You have the usual spa day lineup, except at sea, which somehow makes an hour of doing nothing feel more earned. This is also the section of every ship review that says book early. So I'm going to say that too. Book early. Done relaxing? Let's go find the sun. There are two pool scenes on this ship, and they're not trying to be the same. The main pool, that's where the energy is. The solarium is where you go to recover from that energy. But the real reason people talk about this ship is one deck up. This is the Rooftop Garden, and the name actually fits. There are real plants, lots of shaded seating scattered throughout. There's a grill bar in case you get hungry. It's designed to feel like a park, not a pool deck. And given how loud most ship decks get, that's saying something. Not everything up here stays put, though. This is the magic carpet, a moving platform that relocates between decks and becomes a different space depending on where it stops. Sometimes dining, sometimes a lounge. It's genuinely one of the more innovative things I've seen on a ship. All right, let's talk about what happens after the sun goes down. The casino, smoke free, which if you've been on other ships, you know is not a given. And it's got that Vegas adjacent energy without feeling like it's trying too hard. If gambling's not your speed, there's still somewhere to be seen. This is the club. Most of the day, it looks just like another lounge. But once the sun's down, it flips into the ship's nightlife hub. Different lighting, different crowd, different energy entirely. And if you want entertainment without the cover charge energy, there's the main event. This is the main theater, built for the big production shows. Wraparound screen, real staging, even empty. You can tell this space is built for scale. After all that, you're going to want to eat. My ship tour didn't include meals at any of these, but I still wanted to point them out. Blue, for Aqua class guests, is intimate and quieter. Eden, which is less a restaurant and more a design experience wrapped around dinner. The whole space is built around floor to ceiling glass and greenery. You're eating dinner inside what feels like a living structure, not a dining room. There's a whole theatrical element to it, too. Performances woven into the evening. So it's less grab a table and more, this is the plan for the night. It's the kind of restaurant people book a cruise around, honestly. And Le Voyage, the Danielle Ballud restaurant. Yes, that Danielle Ballud. For when you want the night to feel like an event. Fine dining's only half the story here. There's just as much for grabbing coffee, a quick bite, or a solid steak without the whole production. But the one meal I can actually vouch for happened here. This ship actually has 4 main dining rooms: Cyprus, Tuscan, Normandy, and Cosmopolitan, each with a different personality. We had lunch at Normandy, and it was genuinely great. Not fine for a ship food great, and actually good meal great. If you're trying to decide where to eat one night, start here. So here's what I'd actually tell you if you asked. I really like this ship, genuinely. It's got this relaxed, low key vibe running through it, but the energy's readily there if you want it. You're never more than a deck away from something livelier. There's also real range in the cabins and suites. This isn't a ship that only works for one kind of traveler or budget. And the whole thing is just well laid out. The public spaces move easily into each other, which is rarer than people think. That's a yes from me. So if Beyond's on your list and you want a second opinion, reach out. I'm happy to help you figure out if this is the right fit for you. And if this was useful, subscribe for more of the real cruise experience, not just the brochure version. I'm Bethany, a gal who travels.